Hey guys, so I did a video, but it was kind of hard to follow, so I'm gonna go ahead and do another one. The video itself, I was just basically getting dressed, and I want to show you guys the outfit first. I wore a baby tee under because I really just didn't want to change my bra to a strapless bra. I'm lazy, what can I say? So this is the shirt, and then the shirt itself is a cutoff from a dress. And then, of course, I'm just wearing my work pants because you girls gotta work tonight. But the shirt itself, they've got these cute little buttons and things, and it's stained right here, so that's part of the reason why I went ahead and cut it. And also, the dress itself, I just didn't like the way that it fit on me, which I think is okay. So I just cut it, and then I be doing that sometimes, the different dresses. Sometimes some dresses just don't fit well on me. I don't like how they fit. So I'll cut them in half, and then make it into like a shirt and a top, and that helps out. I've been saying a lot in this video, and that kills me. My literally high school speech and debate teacher would be like, all right, all right, you know. I used to do public speaking for debate and FFA, and just any opportunity that I could get to do a speech, I would do a speech. I miss that a lot. I do. But anyway, back onto the topic at hand. We're talking about fashion today, so obviously your girl loves fashion. I love editing things, right? Most of my clothes do come from thrift stores or they're hand-me-downs. There's this really nice lady at work who every once in a while will be like, hey, I got a tote of clothes, do you want them? And I'll be like, hell yes. So then I take her old clothes, really nice stuff, she's got good taste, but they are old clothes, you know? So I either modify them or I give them to my friends or my sister or my mom or whatever. There's no shortage of women that need clothes in my family. We're all poor. What can I say? Right? Or I edit the clothes and it makes me feel good. Right? Because somebody can have a completely different style than you, give you their old clothes, and then I just edit them to make them more me. Anyway, this was not edited. I got this from a thrift store, and at first I really liked the dress, but over time I didn't like the way that it looked on me. I got a little bit of TNA, and like not a lot, but enough to make certain things look kind of frumpy on me, as opposed to like, obviously I'm not a stick, you know, I wish I were skinny, but I'm not. Your girl's a big girl, so and I am curvy, right? So just some things look frumpy on me. It looks like I'm wearing like a bag of potatoes, right? So I have to modify them and feel free to edit them. And I feel so much better about doing that when I don't pay full price, you know? But anyway, so I did modify this shirt, and I have the skirt. I cut the skirt down. It's like a really long skirt and had a slit at the side. Once again, both great aspects to a dress. But the top with the skirt I just felt like was too much. It's a form-fitting skirt. If it were like flowy, I think it would work better just with the neckline. I don't know. But anyway, so I went ahead and cut the skirt down into a mini skirt, and then I've got extra fabric that I'll probably use for something else. But one thing about like editing clothes is I hate sewing so much. I do. I don't know why I hate it, but I hate it. But anyway, it's the cutting part that I like. But speaking of fashion and clothes, I did want to touch on a topic here really quick. So I've been told to take pride in my appearance, right? And while I do appreciate the value in something like that, right, I don't know where I gave the impression that I'm not proud, right? Even on days where I know that I look like shit, absolute like trash that just walked out of a garbage can type, my body has gotten me through 27 years of a lot of shit, okay? So I am very proud of my appearance. And even on days where somebody else might think to themselves that I don't like what I'm wearing it because I like wearing it. Because I like what I'm wearing. You know? I don't know where that came into such a big deal. But like literally in the city specifically, in small towns, I don't see anybody giving a shit. But in the city specifically, if you go to Walmart in pajamas, they think you're a crackhead or something. Like literally people get so upset and annoyed by seeing people in pajamas. It's Walmart, guys. It's Walmart. Look, there are days where I will get all glammed up to go out to the grocery store. All right, but then there are days where I'm not feeling like I want to do full glam. If I want to go to Walmart in the pair of pajama pants, shut the fuck up about it. It's not your business. It's not your business. That's why I don't. It doesn't. I don't know. It drives me crazy. But you know what drives me crazier? Just in general, when people talk about me, good, bad, in between, my name doesn't need to be in your mouth. That's just how I feel. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it does. So I think maybe that's part of the reason why I like look at that and I don't like it. I don't like it when people tell me to wear certain things or be a certain way or whatever. I would wear whatever the fuck I want to wear, and I need the freedom to express myself in that manner. You know, I need to feel free to do so. If you don't like it, that's on you, you know? But you don't gotta put me down in the process. That's just how I feel. I'm sure they weren't trying to put me down. I'm sure it was like an encouraging, like, you know, hey, you know, you probably feel better if you whatever. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. It's my life. I don't know. I'm so mean. I just can't deal. Also, speaking of fashion and looks and aesthetics or whatever, I have been asked why my teeth look so white. First off, they're not fake, but they also are not white. Unfortunately, I drink a lot of coffee, but the reason why they are so well taken care of is because I brush them religiously. Here's the thing. That was sexual. Don't think about it too much. Anyway, so here's the thing though, with brushing my teeth the way that I do, it's because I get migraines. I was diagnosed with chronic migraines when I was 5 years old. So that has been a huge part of my life. I feel like different people have different triggers and different sensitivities, right? So part of a migraine is you get this heightened sensitivity to certain things. Smells, one of my biggest triggers and one of my biggest sensitivities. Smells. That obviously there's the light sensitivity, that's pretty much every migraine, but since there's some scents that I just can't be around. There's one guy at work that asks me for a ride every night, and I say yes when he asks because I don't want to be that person, but at the same time, and he doesn't smell bad. It's not BO, but whatever it is, it gives me a fucking headache. Just too much of whatever he's wearing, and it just kills me. I'm like, please don't sit in my car. So I will avoid him. I'm so mean, but I'll avoid him so I don't have to give him a ride because it gives me a migraine. I know, I'm such a terrible person. But when he comes up to me and he asks, I always say yes, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm getting off on a rabbit hole. Anyway, so I do brush my teeth a lot. When I have a migraine, number one, it's the only relief that I have found, right? Other than like just sitting there and suffering with like a cold rag on my forehead in a really dark room with no sound, right? And it has to be like a neutral smell, something that smells like me. So like my bedroom, you know? Other than that, which you still suffer for a while before it finally fades, you know? The instant relief comes from brushing my teeth. I don't know what it is about it. It's like, I know it's partially the mint flavor, and maybe it's just like the nerves or something. And as soon as I'm done brushing my teeth, it goes back to full force, painful migraine. You know, but during it feels like ecstasy, okay? So, not that I've ever done ecstasy. Unfortunately, I am your lame goody-goody girl who does literally nothing fun. But there you go. That's why my teeth look white. They do not. But I will say that I went to the dentist for the first time in like 19 years because the girl doesn't want to pay dentist fees. And as a child, my mom hardly ever took me to the dentist. We were poor, what can I say? I don't falter for it. I don't care, right? And he goes, wow, I'm so surprised that you don't have any cavities at all, right? I don't have any cavities. I don't have any, like, lost teeth or whatever. My gums are a little neglected. It's because I hate flossing, but I very much picked up flossing religiously in between meals and things like that. So I keep floss in my backpack now because he told me that, and I don't want to go back to the dentist. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like going to the dentist. But I had to go because my wisdom teeth came in and one grew into my gums and the other one grew sideways. This one was painful coming in, but I didn't really care so much because I didn't know that it had grown in sideways. I just knew that my wisdom tooth was coming in. This one grew into my gum. That was painful as fuck. And I was like, please take it, please take it, please take it. You know, and he's like, yeah, we need to take that. So he took both. But anyway, that was the only time that I went to the dentist, and I'll probably go again here soon because I've got 2 more wisdom teeth up here growing in. But since I let my wisdom teeth grow in the way that they did, my bottom row of teeth are crooked now. They were very straight before. I had one tooth that was very slightly crooked, and now a bunch of them are crooked because I just let this one grow in sideways, and this one was obviously, it grew into my gum, so obviously it was pushing my teeth together. So that, I don't recommend not going to the dentist and things, but anyway, that was a lot. I just wanted to talk about fashion, and then now we're on like some tooth journey. So there you go. Merry Christmas. Have a good day.